Right? Hello there, YouTubers. Today I'm going to talk about Linux. What is Linux? Linux is an open source operating system. Anyone can use it. What is open source? Open source is a free source. Check it out on my description. Read more study about Linux. Next question. What is well, what's the most key point about installing Linux? The most key point is to study about your hardware. Studying about hardware on your studying about your PC, what you're installing onto, is the most key vital thing in Linux. If you don't know anything about installing your hardware, you don't know what's your size, your hard drive, or your RAM, or you've got to know all these things, all these basic things before installing Linux. That's why I've got to know if it's a works for your hardware. So basically, is there any drivers support for your hardware? Because there's not every single driver for Linux to work on works on every piece of hardware. Because there is some sort of hardware that doesn't run Linux on Linux very well because there is no driver for that hardware, which is a key fact to look into. But if you're using an Intel and basically or Intel, then you will be fine. But if you're looking into different third-party support from other driver support, then look more into it. But make sure you look at your brand, make sure it works fine, and so forth. Just study up on about your hardware, study up about if it works on Linux and your certain operating system. Next thing, the next most key vital operating system in the world is Ubuntu or Linux Mint. If you've got a problem with Ubuntu, you'll have the same problem with Linux Mint you have the same problem with Linux Mint because again, it's basically the same based operating system. So, keep that in mind. Installing Ubuntu. I know there's a lot of videos on how to install Ubuntu. The main key point is don't watch them. Don't bother watching them. Unless you're really, really, really unsure, then yeah. But you more likely don't need to watch them because Ubuntu install is so simple. A 5-year-old could do it. Yeah, a simple 5-year-old could do it. They don't really need to know everything. All they have to do is read. That's it. You read. That's a key vital point in Linux. Reading. Without reading, don't bother installing Linux because you're gonna fail. You're gonna crash your system. You're gonna break it. Okay, there's the most key point and facts. If you're installing Linux, and tell me more information about. Tell me any problems about Linux. Like I said, those points are very important. If you don't know anything if you don't know anything and you don't read and you can't read, don't bother installing Linux at all. Don't bother, because Linux is a program that you've got to learn. You can't just know like that. Just because you watch a tutorial doesn't mean you know everything. Okay, because that person could be right and the other person could be wrong. Okay then, thanks for your time. I know I've been a long rant. I'm trying to make it short as possible. The most 5, 6 key points. Yeah. Thank you.